The Land League. Written and directed by Shayna Schleifer and Sean Kobetz. Special guests include Miss Goldstein, Lee Solomon, Kathleen Norton, Jenna Pace, Miss Minicello, Danny Strauss, Daniel Markowitz, and Nicole Wittels. We hope you enjoy the presentation.
From life's ambition or to be discussed.
Everyone covers the public stand.
So, Miss Goldstein, tell us one thing that you want the class to know about the Land League.
The Land League is one of my most favorite political organizations. I am so impressed by the Land League.
So, Jenna, when was the Land League founded?
That would be October 21st, 1879.
Miss Minicello, who founded the Land League? Lee, you're researching Charles Parnell for your English assignment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And who is he?
Well, he's dead now, but he was the elected president of the Land League.
And what did he do?
He supported land reforms that would give tenant farmers their own land.
So why would the Irish make a Land League?
They made the league to reduce rent and to have ownership over their property.
So, Danny, how did the agricultural depression affect the tenant farmers?
Lost a lot of their pay, so they weren't able to pay the rents.
Hi, my name is Sean Kobetz, and I'm here to tell you about the Irish Land League. You've heard several accounts so far, and I'm just here to clarify it, as I'm taking time away from reading this amazing novel, The Color of Purple. So, the Irish Land League was formed way back when, in the 19th century of Ireland, for several reasons. Irish people were under control by the English government, sick and tired of this. They needed to change. Their land was taken from them. They were being extorted by several rents that did not make sense. They were not fair. It was not right for them. Now, the Irish were under control by rack renting. This is basically excessive extortionate rents that really, didn't make sense. So why should they have it? Why were the lords of their land inflicting these rents when the tenants were really the ones doing all the work? So Michael Levitt and several of the other founders of the Land League had two main goals. First was to get rid of the rack renting. And like I just said earlier, the rack renting was excessive extortionate rents placed upon the tenant farmers. The next thing that they had to do, well, what they wanted to do really, was get rid of the rule of England and the lords over their land. They were sick of people telling them what to do. The Irish tenant farmers wanted to be in charge of their soil, what they were growing, what they were doing, without someone else telling them what they had to do. Now, they did this with several things. First, they created unity and organization among tenant farmers. The next thing they did was help promote the Irish Land Act. This act created the Irish Land Commission, which helped to do two things. First was secure the soil of the tenant farmers back to the tenant farmers. And the second thing this act did was help get 2/3 of the damages that any of these tenant farmers received back from the government. This includes being forcibly removed from their land, having their animals or their crops taken from them, and so on and so forth. This also had a 5% interest rate that had to be repaid by the government to the farmers over the span of 35 years.
Well, we've reached the end of our presentation. Please enjoy our bloopers.
So, Nicole, what does the Land League mean to you?
Irish Home Rule.
So, Lee, you're researching Charles Parnell for your English assignment, right? So, who is he?
Well, he's dead now, but he was the elected president of the Land League.
And what did he do?
Well, he supported land reforms that would give tenant farmers their own, that would... Okay.
Levitt and several of the founders of the Land League had two main goals. The first thing was to get rid of these excessive extortionate rents. The second was to facilitate their land. They wanted security. They wanted to know that they could have their land back and be under control of it. So what they were able to accomplish this with several things. One of the things they did was create a dam. The second thing that they did was gain a 2/3 payment of any damages they suffered, whether it was being removed from their land, having their farm animals and farm animals and crops taken, and anything. Oh, okay.
From life's ambition or to be discussed.
Never recover from the public scandal.